Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a quick suburban build. Just have to get this laugh out. When I don't do a voiceover for just even more than a couple of days, it takes me so many attempts to just get my words out and it drives me mad, but it also gets me to the point where I just can't stop laughing because I just feel like such an idiot saying the same thing over and over. Anyway, I'm going to get my stuff together and get this voiceover done. So this is just a quick speed build today. What it was is I started the 100 baby challenge and I was watching someone else's 100 baby challenge who streams, and she basically motherloaded the hell out of her family so that money wasn't an option, and she'd built an absolutely amazing 100 baby home. So I thought, I might have to do that for my own. So I kind of bulldozed the very basic house that they were up to at that point and decided to build a home for my 100 baby challenge. Now, it was intentionally a single story build because with a 100 baby challenge, when you're dealing with toddlers, babies, etc., it always helps to have everything on one floor. You may be cheating, maybe not, but hey, let's not make life even harder than it is. So was the inspiration, really. I just wanted to build a single story house that had enough bedrooms in it that I could complete my 100 baby challenge quite comfortably. So I guess you could say I was building a family home. Now, even though it started out with that kind of intention, as I began to decorate this home and recolour it, it started to look more and more traditional. And I'm not sure I wanted my 100 baby challenge home to be quite so traditional looking. It's kind of like one of those very traditional American homes, I would say. It looks a little bit like that. And I don't know actually what I was looking for. But I just carried on building anyway, and I actually really love this house because on the inside it's got a real nice homely feel. Now, I went on in my last video talking about how I wanted to use these pink rose coloured bushes, but every single time I came to use them it just didn't look right, so I totally went all out on this build. I was like, I'm going to use them. If they look naff, I don't care. I have used them and that was the aim of the game. So I've gone all out on these like pink bushes and stuff, and yeah, it probably looks a little bit over the top, but I think it looks quite sweet, you know. I quite like the way it turned out. I quite like these hedges around the fencing at the front as well. They kind of were a little bit of a, well, not a fluke, but I did come across them and think, ooh, I've not used those before, or I've very, very rarely used them, so I might just throw them against the fences, and that's what I did. The landscaping at the back did kind of end up going a little bit crazy as well. Oh gosh, these huge bushes, they drive me mad because they're not round, they're kind of oval shaped, and I'm not really sure what the deal was because they're such a strange shape, so I decided to try and attempt to make them a little bit more rounder. But I did actually use them, and I don't ever really use them either, so I was trying my best to change it up a little bit with the landscaping and use as many of these like pink thickly bushes as I could. But yeah, so this landscaping at this point, I'm like, obviously in my mind, I'm thinking I need like kiddie type stuff. So I've put this little climbing frame in, and I've placed it like a doll's house and a few toys at the back. But I think at this point, the landscaping just goes a little bit crazy. I was going to keep it quite sparse, you know, and quite plain. And again, it looked quite nice to do that. But then I did just sort of go a little bit, at this point, a bit mad, and it all just got a bit heavy. Anyway, it didn't look too bad in the end. I think I put a little easel there, there was a barbecue area, table and chairs, and something for the kids to do. So yeah, it was quite a sweet little space in the end. So it is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom build. It comes in at just less than 150,000 simoleons, and it was built on a 40 by 30 lot in Willow Creek. Now, I actually really love this little corner plot. There are some absolutely beautiful plots in The Sims. The thing that annoys me is that, and I don't know why they don't change it or fix it, but on certain plots, and I think I've mentioned this before, but when you go to upload it to the gallery, their screenshot always has some sort of crap in the way. So it would be like a tree in the middle of the screenshot, or, you know, some, I don't know, rocks, anything. It's like, why not fix that so it takes a nice picture at a nice angle? Anyway, it drives me bananas. But yes, these top corner plots in Willow Creek are just really pretty, and the surrounding landscaping is absolutely beautiful. So I must admit, I do really like this plot, and I think I'm looking to base my 100 baby challenge up here as well, so I think that will be all exciting. Now, the insides are not traditional, nor is it modern. It's just very kind of family oriented. I'd probably say very much parenthood pack like. You know, when it's not really modern and it's not really traditional, it's just kind of like nice and contemporary, something like that. Not contemporary, because that's a little bit more modern as well, but you know what I mean. It's just very family oriented, and yeah, it's quite a warm home, really. It does feel quite nice. I went through a few changes with the decor and the wallpapers, but other than that, it was just quite a nice, straightforward build. Now, I have been really super busy over these last few days. My eldest son has actually left today to go to Spain. He's gone to visit my dad with his auntie, which is really sweet. We are in the process of doing some real life house hunting, and there is so much going on, which I will reveal when we're in a more sort of confident position to be able to talk about it. But yes, we are in the process of sort of buying a house. But yeah, it's quite crazy. So unfortunately, we weren't able to go with my son to go and see my dad in Spain. So he's gone with his auntie. But he's my baby, and I'm so nervous about him going. I mean, obviously, there's not been the greatest of events in Spain recently, and I know that just sounds ridiculous to even think like that, but you know, he's my baby boy, and obviously not being with him, he's not a baby, he's 13, but he will always be my baby. But still, you know, I'm just the thought of him being that far away and stuff makes me really anxious, and I'm like, oh. So I did have a little blub, and then I was kind of like, get a grip of yourself, Kim. Like, seriously, what are you going to do when he leaves home? And then I was thinking, well, he's not going to leave home, ever. So yeah. He actually flies officially, he's staying with his aunt tonight, and then he flies officially at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, oh, I'm so nervous. But yeah, he should have an amazing time. So that's really good, because it's a good end to his summer holidays anyway. Because I think they've got about a week left off school, and then they go back at the beginning of September. So I can't even believe that the school holidays are nearly over. I actually had to look at my calendar today, and it's less than 2 weeks, and my other 2 children go back to primary school, and I'm thinking, oh, where's the time gone? Like, that's like 6 weeks school holidays have just gone in a flash. And you know what? I absolutely love it. I do love school holidays. It does get really boring where we are, because where we live, there's not a great deal for kids to do, and it can get really boring in the week. But we do spend a lot of time together at the weekend, and we are quite family oriented. You know, everything that we do, it kind of is to break, well, it breaks the week up a little bit at the weekend. We like to go out and try and have like some family time, etc. Basically take the kids somewhere where they can just burn off like a crap load of energy. But whenever they do go back to school, it's always quite strange because I'm just so used to them being around. So it's kind of like a little bit bittersweet. You know, it's nice because you get that routine back again. Because I'm obviously at home full time looking after the children. So yeah, the house is a lot quieter when they're in school. But yeah, I can't believe it's over nearly now. So I have actually chilled out a little bit on the uploading front on my channel recently, and I think that's because I was throwing out videos left, right and centre and completely burning myself out. And obviously with so much going on at home, with us buying a house and, you know, things going on like my son going to Spain, and there is lots of other things as well, and you know, your real life comes first obviously. So I thought I'm just going to chill out, give myself a little bit of breathing space to just, I want this to be a fun thing that I'm doing on YouTube, and I will only ever do it and upload something that I'm 100% happy about, that I actually really enjoy doing. Because otherwise, if you start treating it like a job and, you know, you start looking at YouTube like a job, then the enjoyment just gets zapped straight out of it, and that's not what this is for me. But what I will say is I do put a lot of effort into things like my Let's Plays, and I've noticed that I mean, I know they're always a little bit dire on most people's channels, but they are really kind of, I don't think there's many people that are interested in them. And I am considering, I know I talked about it a little bit, but part of me wants to finish them off on my YouTube channel, and then part of me is thinking about switching that again over to Twitch and finishing them over there. But you know, I would like to keep going really, even if I'm just doing it one episode of each week on YouTube, just to get, you know, it finished off, because obviously a lot of people who are interested in them have invested a good amount of time so far into watching them. So I'm a little undecided yet, but I think ideally with YouTube, I would like to keep it build focused, with maybe the odd daft challenge in between, like the genetics challenge. I think stuff like that's quite fun, or, you know, creator sim videos, you know, as and when. But I think for actual Let's Plays, I think that would be great to do it on Twitch alone. But I've talked quite a lot about that in previous videos anyway. And I'm still yet to make that transition to Twitch. I keep going on about it, and every night I keep thinking, right, I'm going to stream tonight. And then when I come to do it, either somebody that I absolutely love streaming and I think, well, I can't do it now, or, you know, I'm absolutely tired out and I think I haven't got the energy to do it, and then, oh, I'm having a bad hair day. Oh, there's just so many excuses. But I will get on there. I think it's just breaking the ice, to be honest. I think I'm a little bit anxious about it. Like, oh, it's so scary. But we'll see anyway. I will get around to doing it. I'm sure I will. But yeah, so we're coming towards the end of the build now. And yeah, as I say, it did actually turn out really nice on the inside. And I do think it'd make quite a sweet family home. I think the next video will probably be the interior of my castle, and at some point you will see the part 2 to the collaboration with Chrissy. And also, like I say, I will be filming the next parts of Parenthood and the Black Widow challenge and making some sort of decision from there. So yeah, that's what's going to be coming up, but I'm going to be getting stuck into the next build for the Millionaires build series as well. So if you did like this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, and if you're not subbed already, give me a sub, and then you can't miss out on any of the builds that I do. Take care, see you next time, bye!